welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. What up, I'm Spear. On the mics this week, we have the Z-Man. What's up, Z?
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, I just had to laugh. I don't know. Let's leave it there.
That was technically your best attempt, and it was the worst one, and I hate that the most out of anything.
I tried.
I applaud the effort.
Anyway, I tried.
On the other mic, sounding with a lot of bass this week, is the illustrious Corey G. How are you feeling, sir?
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Drinking some beer.
Drinking some beer. Dude, you sound like you've smoked like 18 packs of cigarettes.
I wish.
That's awesome. Tonight, we have a guest joining us. Please welcome to the show.
Wait, what?
We have a guest joining us, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Please welcome to the show a good friend of mine, Lynn. How are you this evening?
I am very well, and I am drinking water.
This is
What?
unfortunate.
Did you not tell her about the rules?
I did. She seems to be breaking them. This week, something must be done about shoddy news coverage. Shoddy news coverage. This week, we're going to do the second part of a two-part expose on Charlie Sheen. So we're going to take the madness that is Charlie Sheen, and we're going to ask the question: would Charlie be doing half the shit he's been doing if it wasn't for all the incessant news coverage that he's been getting? And I'll pose this question first. When Charlie went on his press spree when he first started, I mean, there was the Dan Patrick show on the radio, there was the Piers Morgan show, there was the Howard Stern show, I believe, and then there was the 2020 interview, there was Dateline NBC. I mean, he went on all of these different shows. Would any of this have blown up the way it has? Would Charlie still have his job if a news director just, when Charlie called, said, you know what, Charlie, thanks but no thanks, we're not interested in the story?
Well, the real answer is because people are dumb. But the answer you're looking for is I don't know. I just wanted to say people are dumb.
But is it? I mean, is that the case? I mean, are we all just lemmings? Are we all just like moths to the flame? Is that all we are at this point?
No, see, I think smart people know where to look for stuff that actually matters, you know. The dumb people are the lemmings that sit in front of the TV and believe what Fox News or NBC tells them.
So is it pretty much the distraction of it all then? Hey, look at this shiny object over here. Look, it's Charlie. He's acting like a maniac. Look over here and forget about all this other crap that's going on. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I think that's it, really. That and just the speed with which stuff like that can get updated, you know? Like, years ago, before the internet or whatever, you'd have stories being followed in the newspaper for weeks, right? Now it'll be lucky to last a few days. Like, you probably won't even see any of the tsunami stuff next week.
Oh, but Charlie Sheen lives on.
Right.
I mean, the Charlie Sheen thing has been a story now for how many weeks? And it just keeps building on itself because the media doesn't know when to just ignore him. I mean,
that's the media is owned by all these cartels and stuff that push their own agendas, and so it's Charlie Sheen right now.
So Charlie Sheen is the flavor du jour, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And they're going to milk it for as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's cheap, it's free, it's easy.
Well, all right, so that makes me mad. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to report on Charlie Sheen. In the meantime, there's all kinds of other crazy shit going on around the world. I mean, for a while, all of the insanity that's going on in the Middle East was basically buried under story after story after story about Charlie Sheen, of all people.
Right.
Who the fuck cares?
If it was even reported at all, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The worst thing to happen to Charlie Sheen was the earthquake that hit Japan. Because now Charlie is back page news again, or maybe he, instead of back page, maybe he's the third story, rather than the first story where fucking nuclear explosions are going off and thousands of people are dead. Ridiculous. So where do you come down on this, Lynn? You've been quiet.
Well, I have to. Corey is right, and Corey is totally correct in saying that people are dumb.
I know I liked you.
Right. He's totally correct. People are dumb. This is cheap and easy news to produce and put out there, and dumb people like it. Dumb people can't follow, what does a nuclear meltdown in Japan mean to me? But people can follow, look at this poor bastard who has all this money and all this talent, and he can't get his act in gear. Gee, my life doesn't seem so terrible right now. It was the same thing with like Anna Nicole Smith, Michael Jackson. Think about how those stories went on for months and months and months because dumb people were fascinated. Dumb people don't want to hear about Iraq or Gaddafi. They want to hear about what is this person with a lot of money and a lot of fame doing to fuck up their life.
So I've gone through and I looked at some of the top websites that I can think of that have news coverage, and I'll just go through them real quick. So right now, we are 2 days since the earthquake, 3 days?
At the recording of the show, yeah.
At the recording of the show, it's 3 days ago that the earthquake happened. So it's still a very crazy thing. There's radioactive, there's hydrogen explosions going off inside of nuclear power plants and things like that. So
radioactive steam being released into the air.
Before I actually get into this, I'll post a link. There is an amazing article written by an MIT professor going through and explaining exactly what's going on at a level that everyone should be able to understand, and that is not a crazy – people should not be freaking out about this yet. It probably will not get to the point where it's going to be a danger to anyone. What's being released is I can't remember what the isotopes are, but they are stuff with like ridiculously short half-lives. So by the time the stuff vents from the top of the stacks to the bottom, it's already decayed. It's already past the radioactive state.
You know what the worst part about that article is? It's going to be nestled on someone's blog, and it's never going to get the attention that it needs. And the blaring headlines about, like nuclear meltdown imminent that's pasted all over, like a CNN.com or any of the big popular news sites that really kind of drive up people's anxiety, that's what people are going to read, not something that's well thought out and intelligent and actually informs. Those kind of things get buried, and the sensational thing is what makes headline news.
Do you seriously believe that? You're going to believe that when everybody in Sendai comes down with, brain cancer? That you really believe that?
I'll tell you what I do believe, Lynn. I believe there are two sides to every story, and for every blown out of proportion headline, there is a rational and measured response. And I think that's what is missing a lot of the time from our mass media, from the news that we get from every direction.
But Spear, you're wrong on a very basic level. There's 3 sides to every story. There's side A, side B, and then there's the truth.
Fuck your mom.
That means you're right.
We've gone over this. Spear. You know what? I don't even need to have, an MBA to know that. I watched 9 seasons of X-Files. That's how I know that one.
Very good, then.
All right, let's go through the news coverage here. So New York Times, top story, third blast strikes Japan nuclear plant. Second story, Saudi troops enter Bahrain. So that's good information.
That's the New York Times, right?
York
A
Times.
bastion
BBC?
of journalism.
Yep. BBC is reporting that a new blast at a Japanese nuclear power plant, and Gaddafi forces bomb Libya rebels. That's interesting. That's good. Those are good things to have.
Good news.
CNN, also nuclear. Boston.com, the right stuff to fill your brackets. It's all about March Madness.
What the fuck?
Explosion heard at crippled Japanese nuclear power site is the second article, so that's okay.
Right.
But you're getting that information from Boston. Boston isn't like, the smartest place in the world.
Philly.com, picking the ultimate winner. Sunday should be a national holiday.
City had the intelligent coverage, New York, not Philly, not Boston. Go figure.
All right. Fox
You watch
News.
your mouth.
What's Fox News got going? Oh, new blast hits troubled nuke plant as Japan assesses devastation. Critics question Obama's priorities in time of crisis. Something about Russia and NASA. CBS News. Aflac axes Gottfried for tasteless Japan tweets. And then Yahoo News. Japan suffers nuclear reactor contained damage. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of other stuff about Japan. The Onion News. Consumers say recession changed way they blow their paycheck on crap. So that's good.
On FoxNews.com, if you look at most read, you get new explosion heard. Conservatives voice frustration with short-term budget bills. You go down a couple, and then you get how's long-lost city finally been found.
Oh, Atlantis is up?
It appears so.
Isn't that in the Bahamas? They have water slides and shit.
and an aquarium, right? And a casino. When there isn't an international news crisis, you can count on CNN for particularly informative headlines, like Alyssa Milano is pregnant.
Miley needs help standing up.
Kermit flirts with Rashida Jones. And I swear I saw this, and I could not believe it. Justin Bieber gets a haircut.
Oh, that's good for him.
How is Justin Bieber getting a haircut headline news? How is it news at all? How is Justin Bieber in the news?
That's, like, even 10 years ago, that would be a stretch for, like, what was the really shitty thing, the National Enquirer or whatever?
Yeah. But you bring up a good point, Corey. It's that the tabloid magazines now have made their way into tabloid television, right? It's like it's the Insider, the Access Hollywood, the Extra, the TMZ. Good Christ! I mean, it's just junk. It's nonsense, but people watch it, and it upsets me. It's like, why? What is it? What is it? There's two parts to this. What is this about? What is it about the sensational story that news directors just can't let go? And what is it about? What is it about us that just continually watches this crap?
Okay, well, wait. In the case of tabloid television, like the Insider, Extra, ET, most of that is publicists contact them to cover things. So that's why you'll see, 10 minutes worth of coverage on Extra will be about what's on CSI tomorrow night. It's generating viewers for other shows. It's not real journalism.
So that's advertising, but look at
right,
like a show like TMZ or whatever.
Well, TMZ is like Candid Camera. Everybody loves Candid Camera. That's a proven format from, going back to the start of television practically.
No, come on. Candid Camera is pranking people.
Yeah, but
TMZ is just
not pranking people. You're coming out of a restaurant. This guy's asking you, inappropriate questions. You're a celebrity. They want to catch you with your pants down. That's what TMZ is. Maybe Candid Camera isn't the right. It's in the genre of Candid Camera.
No, it's not. Candid Camera was meant to be like comical. It was meant to be humorous. This is vindictive. This is trying to catch somebody at their most vulnerable, or
It was a bad example, but I'm saying in the genre of, you want to catch these people doing something quote unquote human because they're celebrities.
You see, here's what it boils down to. It's voyeuristic, right? It's the peeping Tom in all of us, right? That you want to try to see, you want to try to invade the privacy of these celebrities and see what they got going on, right?
Did you guys see Conan the other night with Seth Rogen? No. So he was commenting on it. So Seth Rogen got caught by the paparazzi buying toilet paper. So he's walking down the street with like 18 rolls of toilet paper and like a 12-pack of Bounty, and that was like his big paparazzi moment.
Yeah, that's an invasion of privacy right there.
I'll stick a link on that one up for the
toilet paper and fucking paper towels. Yeah. There you go, America. So Hope you enjoyed.
What does that that right there, what does that tell you? That there's a market for that type of material, that photographers can have a career photographing a guy buying toilet paper.
It's ridiculous.
It's just nice to know that Seth Rogen has to shit too.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know celebrities did that.
And I'm glad he goes for the not the rough stuff.
Well, he's Charmin.
Yeah, I like he goes for the squeezable stuff.
Yeah.
Takes care of his butt there. That's great. Is there a demographic or something that's really interested in what kind of toilet tissue fucking Seth Rogen uses?
No.
I have no idea. But you know what? I bet Charmin or Bounty would want to advertise on TMZ or wherever you saw that, because they're basically getting product placement with a celebrity endorsement for free.
That was a celebrity endorsement. The guy was buying fucking groceries.
Dude,
Well, yeah, he bought them. What bigger endorsement is it than that? He spent his own money on that stuff.
The guy went to the supermarket and walked out with a fucking thing of paper towels, and you're saying that's a celebrity endorsement?
Spear,
Well, yeah, I'm saying he didn't get it for free as a gift bag from going to the Oscars.
But they wouldn't
he
put
spent
fucking
money.
toilet tissue in a fucking grab bag at the Oscars. There's no swag that you get that says Charmin on it.
Yeah, but
I'm
Spear,
just
think
saying.
about it.
Sorry,
If
go
I
ahead.
saw Bono leaving a store with a box of Charmin, would I not go and buy Charmin for the rest of my life? Think about it.
Yeah,
Good enough
okay.
for Bono's ass, good enough for mine.
Exactly.
Okay, but
He
Bono's
probably
an
wipes his
international
ass with
rock star.
$100
Fucking
bills.
Seth Rogen. Who gives a shit about what Seth Rogen wipes his ass with?
Yeah, but then you have people like me who worship at the cult of celebrity, in the case of Bono, who would do whatever these celebrities do. Charlie Sheen is a role model for some of my coworkers. They think he's awesome.
Good God!
He's banging 2 hot chicks. He has drugs whenever he wants it. People are buying tickets to see his live tour in massive numbers. It sold out in 15 minutes. The man's a genius in their eyes. Think about it. He doesn't even need TV anymore. TV, radio, and print are dying mediums. Everything now is
Winning.
Twitter, Facebook. Media now is the opiate of the people. It used to be church. Back in the day, people would go to church. That's where they got their information. That's where they met people. Now you meet people on Facebook. You meet them on Foursquare, whatever. Soon you're not going to need TV. Charlie Sheen is really smart in the sense that he's keeping his name out there without a news magazine because he just started his own friggin' website and now he has his own show.
So you're telling me this whole entire media craze was intentional?
I don't know if
That
it was
this whole
intentional, but it's definitely worked to his advantage. I mean, it might not have started out as intentional, but he probably likes the attention. And he's like, dude, I've got tiger blood. I'm going to do whatever I want. Watch me be a warlock. I'm coming to your town to, kill trolls.
I got tiger blood, man.
Well, I guess I just don't get it then. I'm waiting for the whole thing to just go away because I think it's sad, to be perfectly honest. I think that Charlie is not surrounded by people who are going to help him, and we touched on this in the last show where his crew around him enables him to just do more crazy shit. And I think the media acts as an enabler, probably even more so, because they just keep taking his call, because they always go after the sensational story. It's not about information anymore. It's about delivering weird shit. It's about distracting. It's about I don't even know what the right word is.
I think you're on the right track. If you're one of those people that believe in fluoride being used to calm the masses, I think mass media would be right up your alley. Distract the people from what's really going on in this country.
I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists. I think there is a genuine need for the media to inform. I think they fail at their jobs more times than not.
Absolutely.
If they do happen to inform, it's often blown out of proportion and sensationalized to the point where the actual message gets lost. And that's where the wheels fall off the cart for me. So there you have it. Charlie's a mess. The media's a mess. We're all dumb. We're all lemmings. We're all moths to the flame. It's a giant disaster. But we're all a part of it, I guess. I'm depressed now. Cheer me up, Zeth. What do you got?
Well, as of our airing today, it is March 14th. That is 2 things. It is Pie Day.
Pie Day.
It is also Steak and Blowjob Day. So hopefully, hoping everybody here got their steak and or blowjobs. Or if you know somebody out there, you gave them steak and or blowjobs, and we do take rain checks.
Very nice.
In case you forget.
Very nice. Oh, man. All right, so we appreciate you checking us out this week. Make sure you hit us up on the Facebook, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. Check us out on the iTunes. Just go ahead and search for 4 Listeners. It will crop up. Lynn, thank you very much for your contributions this evening. You have been a wonderful guest host.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure, as always. And We thank you all for listening to us this week, and we hope you will catch us next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.